Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to discuss third application of dimensional formulas. So, third application is to derive the relation between physical quantities. To derive the relation between physical quantities. Suppose we have an example. Example is this is a pendulum. Suppose it is a pendulum. The mass of this is the bob. Mass of the bob is m. Length of the bob is L, and pendulum oscillating in this direction, and gravity, force of gravitation acting in this direction. Okay. Now we derive the relation for the time period of this pendulum. The question is the time period t is time period of a simple pendulum. It is called simple pendulum. Is depend on mass of the bob, length of the string, and acceleration due to gravity g. So time period is dependent on three physical quantities: mass, length, and g. And this depend on, that means we can use here the proportionality sign. So time period is depending on the mass of the bob, length of the pendulum, length of the string, and acceleration due to gravity g. And now we can take power a, b, and c on those physical quantities. So first of all, we can remove this sign. So we can write here k constant, ma, lb, gc. Here k is a numerical constant. It is a numerical constant. Listen carefully. It is a numerical constant. That's why it has no dimensional formula. Okay. Now we can put here dimensional formulas of time period t. The dimensional formula of time period t is m0, l0, t1. K is not doesn't have any dimension, so we can write here k. Dimensional formula of mass is m1, l0, t0 power a. Dimensional formula of mass. And dimensional formula of length is m0, l1, t0 b. And dimensional formula of acceleration due to gravity, it is equals to dimensional formula of acceleration. So dimensional formula of acceleration is m0, l1, t minus 2 to the power c. Okay. After solve them. m0, l0, t1 is equals to k ma, and this 0 here. Now solve this lb. Okay. Now in this case lc, t minus 2c. Okay. So base are equal, then we can write m0, l0, t1 is equals to k ma, lb plus c. Here base is equal, that's why power are added. Power is adding, okay, minus 2c. Clear? Now, there is equal to sign. That's why we can say if bases are equal, then their powers are also equal. Now we compare these two terms, m and m. So m is power, here power is 0 and here power is 0, so a is equals to 0. And here L power b plus c, so b plus c is equals to, and here is power of L 0. And now here minus 2c, power of t equals to minus 2c, and here equals to 1. Right? So we got a equals to, the value of a equals to 0, and value of c equals to minus half. By solving by this, so we can put here value of c in this equation. So b plus minus half is equals to 0, then b equals to plus half. So we get three values: a0, b plus half, c minus half. Now put the value of A, B, C in equation number 1. Putting the values A, B, C in equation number 1. So from equation 1, T is equals to K m to the raised power 0, value of A is 0, L to the raised power B, and the value of B is equals to half, and G to the raised power C, and the value of C equals to minus half, right? This can be written as T equals to K L half and G half. Okay, now this is equals to K half L by G to the whole power half. This is equals to K under root L by G. Now our formula is T equals to K root L by G. And here K is a numerical value. According to experiment, value of K equals to 2 pi. That's why the formula is T equals to 2 pi under root L by G. Look here, K is a numerical value. K is a numerical value. So K is here 2 pi. 2 pi is the angle there, and the dimensional formula of angle is there is no dimensional formula. That's why, and this value is getting from the experiment. Otherwise, the formula is here. It is also correct. T equals to K upon under root L by G. This is the relation between time period, length and gravity. Here mass is neglected because time period of pendulum doesn't depend on mass. That's why we take here mass, but after deriving the relations, mass is removed from the formula. Okay. Now we take another example. Suppose an object revolving in a circular path. This is a circular path, center O, radius of the path is R, and object are revolving surrounding this point is, mass of the object is M, and velocity of the object is V. So we are going to derive a relation between centripetal force. The force acting on the body, centripetal force is F. Okay, then we can say the force, centripetal force is depend on centripetal force is depend on mass, velocity and R. Centripetal force is depend on the mass of the object, velocity of the object, and radius, distance from the center of the radius of the circular path. Power A, power B, power C. So step is we are removing proportionality sign, then we use here equals to and constant K M A V B R C, equation number 1. Okay, now we put the dimensional formula. So dimensional formula of mass force is M1 L1 T minus 2. Here K is a numerical constant, therefore there is no dimension. So dimensional formula of mass is M1 power M1 L0 T0. So L0 T0 is equals to 1. So only I can write here power of mass is 1 A. Velocity of dimensional formula of velocity is M0. There is no value. L1 T minus 1 power B, and R is a length, so L1 is power C. M0 L1 T0, so only we can use here L1. After solving we get M1 L1 T minus 2 is equals to N to the raised power A LB T minus B LC. Okay, so M1 L1 T minus 2 is equals to MA LB plus C T minus B. Constant K is here K. Now comparing the equation, so m base equals, so power a equals to 1. And L power 1 and L power is b plus c, so b plus c is equals to 1. And here minus b equals to minus 2, so b is equals to 2. Now we get value of a equals to 1, value of b equals to 2. So value of c can be written as b plus c equals to 1. So 2 plus c equals to 1, then c equals to minus 1. Okay. Now putting the value of a, b and c in equation number 1. From equation 1, f is equals to k m to the raised power a, m to the raised power a, and value of a equals to 1. Okay, value of m equals to 1. Value of v to the raised power b, and the value of b equals to 2. And r to the raised power c, and value power of c equals to minus 1. So r equals to minus 1. Now f is equals to k m v square by r. This is the relation between force, mass, velocity and r. And k is the numerical constant, so according to experiment, velocity of k equals to 1. That's why our formula is f equals to mv square by r. This is the formula of centripetal force. And now let's derive the relation between centripetal force and mass, velocity and r. So when object revolving in a circular path, the formula of the centripetal force is equals to mv square by r. So here I explained two examples, time period and centripetal force, and I hope you are doing so many examples. After getting any problem, discuss with me. Okay? And for today's class, that is over, and in next class we have to discuss errors. Okay? Thank you very much.